Alright, today is the day, your boy's favorite ritual. The way I see tour is kind of a consistent moving forward with a lack of stabilized environment. Kind of judders you loose of who you are situationally and who you are in the context of where you're living and who you're living with. So what I'm really trying to say is, when you are consistently traveling and nothing is certain and nothing is predictable, the one thing that you can see is who you actually are. If there's anything else that you can perceive, it's 100% God, because God's always there, no matter how your environment and all of the stimuli coming towards you are changing. So this is how we're gonna do this dang thing. We're gonna get in this car right behind us. We're gonna drive across the country. We're going to play music. We're going to minister to people, and we're going to worship God with our actions. We're gonna stop at designated intervals, and we're going to film small updates that continue to move you forward. And don't expect it to be like a movie. We want to bring you into the experience, not give you a ride. Looking forward to telling you guys about the adventure. Good morning. This is day 3. Our first night in Macon, Georgia. We went out and ministered to people in the community, and we ended up going to a skate park, and somebody struck up a conversation about like, what kind of camera am I using, and because I just started taking pictures of the people skateboarding. We ended up like hanging out with those guys all night. They were intensely awesome people. Then we went downtown in Macon and played on a piano, very out-of-tune piano, and sang a bunch of songs together and met some really interesting characters. There was like a 7-foot-tall woman. Somebody sang Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan.
Who was that?
It was just a walk-on character. Then yesterday we played at a church for their youth group.
Like a Wednesday night?
Yeah, service.
So, we just played our first show, and the power went out, but we continued anyway, and it brought a level of intimacy to the crowd that would not have been there if the power didn't go out.
What was really cool about that is we all were slotted for one song, and what I saw emerge was like something way bigger than any of us could have counted on. Like, each artist kind of moved the entire experience forward until it like kind of culminated around this really emotional release. And at a certain point, everybody there was super engaged. There was like 30 kids crowded around this young man playing the acoustic guitar, and like his soft like singing. It was like really like emotional. It was like all very, very beautiful. I'm finding out that like, you know, I came to serve, but I might receive some guidance, some blessing, some service in the meantime as well. It's really nice to be part of something where nobody tries to be the center of attention, but we're all co-laboring in order for something bigger to happen. Our set was wonderful. I just got this idea to get people to scream out, "I'm enough." A lot of times I don't feel good enough. But like, there's a really big and tremendous thing that happens when you say something, especially when you say it off guard. At the end of that song, I felt like I had received something almost even greater than what I did. We're excited here in Macon, Georgia. God bless.
So this is day 6 on the road, and we last 2 days in Charleston, South Carolina. We're actually in North Charleston, which is, I don't know, I got the vibe that it was rougher than regular Charleston. Did you get that vibe?
Yeah, I think that was expressively stated to us at a certain point.
So we did go to regular Charleston for one night, Friday night, to kind of do like a search and rescue type thing, which we pretty much always do the night before the event that we have in the city. Normally it's to get people to go to the event, but I feel like it always ends up being just a time to like minister to the city that we're in. Like they play it off as like we're going to get people to come to the event, but it's always just like hanging out with the people in the community that need someone to care about them. So we did go down to Charleston, which is a big tourist destination. Almost all the people there were from out of town, and we got to spend some time with a guy named Rick. He had a broken leg.
Both of his legs were like fractured, and then his shoulders were like really severely injured. Oh, you don't have to restart it.
No, I'm just gonna. So we saw him walking on the side of the road, and we went, and Jonathan asked to pray for him and what we could do for him if he needed anything, and we just ended up spending like 45 minutes with him talking about his life.
I actually started the conversation by saying, "Can I give you a hug?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah, so then the event day rolled up, and it was really, really spiritually heavy. You know, just from the moment that we got there, I kind of felt it, but when we were playing especially, it felt almost like pulling teeth. But, you know, at the end of the day, I could see how everybody played a vital part in making something that just could shine light on the people's lives in the community. Like, it definitely was a powerful experience for everybody involved, and I'm really thankful to have been, you know, part of that. And Abbey dropped a bomb while...
You're making it more dramatic than it was. Like, in the middle of us playing, I just told them about a conversation I had had that day where I came to realize that God doesn't look at skin color, and He doesn't look at your race or what you look like. He just sees us all as His children, and how important it is for people to realize that they matter just as much as other people matter. And so I said that.
Yeah, which is pretty great because I was totally sidetracked. I didn't hear anything she said. And then, like, what God helped me to share was about forgiveness.
I think what was cool is that it was like it was basically just a giant 4-hour barbecue. Because there was free food, people from the community came out. Like, it wasn't about the music at all. Like, you could hear the music from like across the highway or whatever. Kids, they're gonna be out playing anyway, so it's really important to throw these events so that they have somewhere to go that's safe, so that they don't get into unnecessary trouble. Like, they might be at the wrong place at the wrong time. So
yeah, they have a place where they're gonna hear about Jesus, eat free food, and hang out with loving people.
yeah, and that's like the most important part.
Well, we love you guys. Can't wait to update you. But,
I think it's gonna be cool to, like, as time goes on, you're gonna see us get more and more spaced out, like as each like update goes along. So
yeah, that's because we're sleeping very little. But
yeah, okay.
love you guys.
Bye bye.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Hi. Right now we're on the border of Kentucky and Ohio, driving north. We just spent the last 2 days in Kingsport, Tennessee. We had a really beautiful time. It was really relaxing and peaceful, and you could just feel that the air was really clear, and I think it's a real testament to how heavy the oppression is in Charleston, because as soon as we got to Kingsport, you could just feel the difference between the two cities. And so it was really nice for all of us. We played a nice little set, and we got to throw a party for this church community. Stream Tour's gone there for a long time, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Basically, the vibe that I got from the show was that there's a time to give and there's a time to receive. And a lot of us have been having a little bit of difficulty on the tour. We had somebody whose bass broke, another person was unable to find their wallet and they had to cancel all their cards, and another person
got their phone stolen.
So the struggle is real. There is oppression. There is something trying to keep us from doing what we're here to do. And sometimes you just have to open up your arms and receive the gift. So yesterday, one member of the tour got a free keyboard, another member got a free bass. We were able to relax, enjoy ourselves, and fellowship with the community, and it was very refreshing. Now we're on our way to Akron, Ohio. We can't wait to see you there. Love you.